Later this week is Christmas, so I thought rather than try to rush out another video that's, continuing to build on the trailer, which probably wouldn't be as long as I'd want it and have enough content in it, I decided that in the spirit of Christmas that we would do a unboxing of some of the components that we've ordered for the trailer. With Christmas being all about ordering things online, opening boxes, and getting products that look better in video and in pictures than they actually do in real life, I thought this would be perfect. Hopefully the last one won't be the case. So let's just get this guy opened up. These are the passive vents. So we just got some plastic parts in here. This is kind of confusing to me. I saw this, when I saw this online, I didn't know how this kind of went together. Oh, I think I get it. So I think maybe the thickness of the wall in between these is supposed to be sufficiently thick that this doesn't impact with this. So I guess when we're installing this, you gotta be careful to make sure that there's enough clearance so we can get enough ventilation coming out of that tube. Definitely not worried about rain penetration for sure, because even if anything came up through these grates, it's not getting past this. The air's got to either go through on the sides or up through the top. Okay, so that's that. Let's move on to the big guy. Now you gotta be careful with the MaxxAir Mini, because there is a version of this that is not a powered unit. It's just a straight up vent that you open and close. The Deluxe is the one that's powered. Okay, so here's the top of the unit. Now, if you are familiar with MaxxAir fans, the MaxxAir Deluxe regular model has a piece that comes up and down. This does not. This just has that front venting. And I can see there's a screen in there to prevent bugs from getting in. That's nice. It doesn't look quite as thin as no CM netting, but it might be. I'm not certain. That'll be a field test thing to see how effective that is. On my specific trailer, the reason I went for this, because when I saw this online, I was worried and said well, this is a flat wall. Rain will just go straight in there and then get in the trailer. That's a problem. The reason why I decided this was okay is because on my trailer, let's say a level roof were like this, mine's going to be installed like this. So now I have a lip that goes over the top. So that's why I thought this would be sufficient for me. I also like it because it's got, a low rise, and my top of my trailer is very close to the top of the garage door. So I gotta be careful about not going too high. Underneath, and in here, it looks like any chance for water to intrude is pretty much blocked by this giant piece of plastic here. So if water did get in, it would pool in here, which is good and bad. You don't want pooling because then that creates humidity and mold, but it can't get in the trailer. And the likelihood of it even getting in here in the first place, because this is done well and it's going to be tipped, is so low that I think that's good enough. So let's see, there's screws here. There's 4 of them holding the white part to the black part. So if you did need to get in there for some reason, it looks like it would be possible. Alright, so next up is the spacer. So this will basically go in between the powered unit and the thing on the top, and we'll have like a 2x4s up against these, at least 3 out of the 4 sides, and that'll create the channel of air. And then last but not least, we have the actual fan part of the unit, the part that you see when you're inside. So a bunch of wiring here, and you notice all these other wires. One really nice thing about this unit, one of the reasons why I decided to get it, is because it has lights. So there's lighting, LED lighting going around this whole thing. And it didn't look particularly bright when I was watching the reviews and whatnot on this on YouTube. But I feel like if we can get just a little bit of light inside the trailer, that should be good for our purposes. We shouldn't need anything super bright. This is just, even if it's just a night light, that's fine. And then all that's controlled with this one knob. So this one knob, it'll go between fan, light only, and then fan plus light. If you put it on the fan plus light, the fan goes slower and the lights are dimmer. So basically there's just a set amount of voltage going into this system, and it's dumping as much of it as it can into whatever you've selected. And if you select both, there's less to go around. Now this screen here is obviously, not no CM netting, but that's okay because that's being dealt with on the exterior wall of the thing. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I bet if you wanted to, yeah, you could probably unscrew these screws here, take the white thing off, and actually change the netting that's right here to make it finer if you needed. Now back to the base. If you want this to be an active fan, obviously we have these going here. For a passive fan, you just close this up. And now I'm looking at this. Huh, that's interesting. Oh, there's a D10. Okay, you gotta push it past. And the seal, when it's all closed up, it's not wonderful. Oh, that's very not wonderful. So yeah, this is the thing all sealed up, and there's this bow happening, which is keeping it from really getting a tight seal. So I would expect some air leakage happening here no matter what, even when you have it closed off, which is unfortunate, but not, for our purposes, it's not the end of the world, because we're gonna have these things which are passive and always open, so we're gonna get some ventilation happening anyway that we're not gonna be shutting it out. So that's fine for us. But if you did want a total seal, it looks like this unit will not provide that. It'll just decrease airflow. All right, so that is the fan. We're looking forward to getting that installed and giving it some test runs, but that won't be in this video. Let's move on to the mattress. Okay, so now as I think I mentioned before, this is a queen size mattress. So 80 inches by 60 inches, I believe. And obviously it's smashed into a tiny little space. So when we open this up, we're gonna end up having it, it's gonna take a while to expand, I believe over an hour. So inside, obviously this is a mattress, and I'm not really sure what this is. Oh, this is like a case. Okay. So that's it. So this is out, and now this has to sit for several hours. So you can see there's, like, this one's pretty compressed, this one not so much. Alright, let's see how well that does with kind of fluffing itself up. Okay, well it's been about maybe an hour and 15 minutes, I think. And it's looking, pretty fluffy here. So we're gonna go ahead and give it a test, see what it's like.
Oh, that's actually pretty comfortable.
Oh yeah. Oh.
I thought it was gonna be really thin, but that's nice.
That is nice.
Yeah.
I can totally sleep on this. I'm happy with this. Hey, buddy.
This bed. You like it? Yes. He's like, I'll take this one. Thank you very much.
Yeah, this is pretty comfortable.
Somebody likes it.
Yeah. Hi. You wanna bring this in the camper, buddy? No? Oh, what happened? Oh, his.
Oh, your paws got stuck?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, we gotta put a sheet on this. Okay, well, that's a good thing to note. Don't let him. Just okay, buddy. Yeah, so that's a good thing to note. You have a dog. Their claws might get in these little holes, so be careful of that. When we get a sheet on this, that'll be fine. He won't have a problem with it, and hopefully he won't remember and be terrified of the mattress. Yeah, you're a good boy. Good boy. Just stay on your back, okay? We'll lift you off. So yeah, this is nice. Yeah. Okay, let's rescue him from. What do we do? Stay. There you go. Good job. Good job.
We want to fold it up?
Yeah, let's check what it looks like folded up. So then this will be like this during the day. We'll be able to sit on it. And the back wall. That is not comfortable. Okay, well, it's been beyond 48 hours now. This thing is fully inflated, and it's a lot more comfortable than when we tried sitting on it after it was only inflated for like 2 hours. I still am pushed forward a little bit, but it's not so much because I'm actually being held up by the bottom here. The problem is just that the seat area is a little bit too thin. So to combat that, what we might try to do is unfold this top. I kind of have to scoot forward a little bit for that. And as long as this is scooted forward a bit, you can see that's resting up against the wall by itself. And now I can kind of lean back, and this is relatively comfortable. I could sit here and read a book. I hope you got something out of that. If you're considering any of these products, I hope this was useful. Next week we're going to be back with our regular trailer build, and we're making some good progress. So hoping in the next few weeks to do our first test run. If you're interested in following along with that build series and interested to see how we install these things and use them, then I'll be linking to that playlist down in that corner over there. And if you want, feel free to subscribe. Right up in that corner over there is a button for that. So I'll see you next time, hopefully, and have a good holiday.